Shootings get caught on camera in Washington, D.C. all the time. Like, look at these guys run up to a project door and open fire. Or this unusual shooting where suspects would get caught on camera letting off multiple shots at a gas station, and actually one of the suspects almost got left at the scene. This first one we'll be talking about happened on October 17th, 2024. At around 6:37 p.m., a man with dreads would pop up in the frame. He would then walk back the opposite way with another man with guns. Multiple shots was let off, but nobody was hurt in this situation. On October 18th, 2024, at 6:16 p.m., you would see this guy with a jacket and coat on pop up in the frame. He would get caught on camera letting off multiple shots in the 3900 block of Minnesota Avenue. October 19th, 2024, the suspect will pull up and go inside the McDonald's. At 5:10 p.m. in the 2500 block of Marion Barry Avenue, a man and a woman will hop out of a red Nissan and go inside too. The guy in the blue will get into an altercation with this guy in the black. The suspect let off shots and ran out the McDonald's. August 11th, 2024, you will see these guys get into an altercation in the 1900 block of 8th Street. The guy in the white shirt would then pull out a gun and fire multiple shots, and then he ran off. In this next one, these suspects will let off multiple shots into some random project houses in the 2300 block of Green Street. In the video, you will see these two suspects with hoodies on at about 10:20 p.m. When they got to the porch, they opened fire into the door. Nobody was injured in this situation, but this was a crazy event that somebody could have died in. May 31st, 2016, you would see some guys standing on a porch in front of some type of apartment in the 3000 block of Standen Road when some other men walked down the steps, and it looks like one of the men got into an altercation walking down the steps. Some words will be exchanged, and then the guy in the black hoodie will pull out a gun and let off shots. Nobody was injured in this situation, but this was definitely a dangerous one. Then, August 12, 2021, at about 7:41 p.m., the suspects will get caught on camera right here. Then it looked like they spotted somebody from across the street. The one guy with a white shirt on walked across the street with a gun and opened fire on him. September 2nd, 2021, a guy would hide behind a bush before committing a shooting at around 4:15 a.m. in a 2200 block of Savannah Terrence. You would see a car park and a guy get out. This guy had a mask on and was walking around looking for his target. And then he got to this spot behind a bush and hid for a second and popped back out with a gun and shot multiple times. He then ran away and got back into his car. On February 7th, 2019, you would see multiple guys get into a shootout outside in front of a store at around 3:44 p.m. in the 5400 block of 5th Street. These guys right here would be standing outside until a car pulled up and opened the door and opened fire at them. The guy to the right started opening fire first, and then the guy in the car let off shots. Good thing nobody was hurt in this situation.
Why you telling me this?
August 4th, 2021, this shootout would happen right near a playground. Multiple guys with guns would get caught on camera running through the park and running through the park with guns, shooting. This all happened at 12:20 a.m. in the 1300 block of Columbia Road. February 23rd, 2019, this tan vehicle would get caught on camera riding in the 3300 block of D Boys Place. Then a guy with a hoodie and a gun would hop out, letting off multiple shots. This shooting happened in less than 10 seconds. April 11th, 2018, you will see the suspects walking near a park in the 2300 block of 14th Street.
Why you telling me this? Why you telling me this?
They were running to a man walking outside of the building right here. They pulled out a gun and let off multiple shots. The guy ended up getting away without getting hit, but this was also a crazy situation. January 30th, 2015, you will see this suspect walking down the street in the 2300 block of Green Street. He would go into some apartments around this area, let off multiple shots inside, and run out, and he actually ran away with his pants halfway down. This next situation would be the suspect setting somebody up. It was all on January 10th, 2017. These guys will be walking near a playground in the 1300 block of Columbia Road.
Why you telling me this?
They would come across somebody standing outside near the park and try to rob them. Shots would get let off, but nobody was hurt in this situation. The suspects ran off with nobody ever being caught. Then on December 20th, 2020, a weird, unusual shooting would occur. This gray SUV would pull up to a gas station in the 2900 block of MLK Jr. Ave. What it looks like to be is 3 suspects would get out. One would just randomly run away, which actually might have been a victim because he never got back in the car. And after they was done the shooting, one of the suspects almost got left at the scene, which this happened at around 3:34 a.m. September 14th, 2021, this guy right here would get caught on camera letting off multiple shots in the 2300 block of 16th Street, all at around 11:20 p.m. And if you look closely, you'll even see bullet holes in the black car right there from a previous shooting. This guy would duck, hide behind a car as he was letting off shots. Nobody was hurt in this situation, but this was definitely a hot spot for crime and shootouts. But that'll be about it for this video. Make sure you like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see next. And as always, stay blessed and stay well. Yeah, I'm out.